got a lot of things happening. It's been a rough 4 weeks since we've seen all of you. And we have our beautiful caretaker, Miranda, who's going to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. We got Linda, who is our mediator between Miranda and myself, and she's got a lot to say as well. We have some really quite eventful things happening for everyone. It's like the idea of how much we've had to put up with a lot of different shit from so many different angles. And this week, it's going to start to fade away. And the next 2 weeks are just going to be explosive in all ways. And we're going to have a lot of fun with this. And we sort of want to hear from you. So if you want the link, you go to jimhuntmarketing@gmail.com and ask for Paula, and she'll put you in the queue. We've got 2 people in there now. And we're just going to talk a little bit about life and see how we're doing. And I want to thank every listener, everyone that shares this, a great big thank you, because we are starting to pick up and going on a roll. We're getting quite a few people, girls, reviewing our podcast. So I'm kind of thanking both of you for being partners in all of this.
Well, we have a great time, don't we? And has it been 4 weeks? Like, has it been 4 weeks?
Really? 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Sorry. I think it was 3. Yeah, okay. I really lost time there.
I thought it was 4. I don't know why. So, Linda.
Yes.
How you been doing?
I've been very well. I've been busy as usual, but I've been very well.
Yeah.
And Miranda, how are you doing?
Great. Excellent.
Just great and excellent, right?
I mean, did you see those solar storms or the sky last week? There was just some most beautiful things to witness these days. So,
did you see it from up north, Miranda? Because I didn't see it, but I have people I know who have the most beautiful pictures I've ever seen. But from here, we couldn't see it very well.
We went out at just after 1 a.m, and it was, but it's interesting because you could only capture it really with the camera. Like, we noticed there was light changes, but then with the camera, you could see them, the color, and it was like it almost looked like there's faces in the sky. It was just brilliant.
Wow.
It like mesmerizing. So, there's been some special things to witness. Absolutely.
So with all of these solar flares happening, Miranda, what's been going on for about 99.9% of our population?
Yeah, I think that a lot of us aren't recognizing, because our physical body is connected to the environment and those changes. So you hear a lot of people saying that sore throats. I've actually had a sore throat, and really like fatigue or irritability. There's ascension symptoms, or we're connected to that frequency. So you're feeling things from it, of course, right? Maybe sleeplessness, or maybe you need to sleep more. I've been hearing that a lot from people. How about yourself?
I've been sleeping way too much, and I'm not a napper.
Me too. Same.
No, at all. And I must say, my bed is excellent to fall asleep in now, because it's like a couple of times a week now I'm passing out because I'm so tired. And it's kind of cool because I am getting more refreshed as time goes on. And I'm a little bit healthier because of you. And I have more life in my temple, taking care of myself and having shakes and eating properly. And no dairy now is over 8 weeks.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's huge. And it shows, Jim. Like, it shows in your energy. It shows in your eyes. You can see it and feel it, right?
It feels different between all 3 of us, even Paula too, because we're just in a better headspace.
Yeah.
I feel fresh new energy. I felt like the last time, I feel like we're all like struggling with something, and it just didn't feel good.
But that was April. Like, April was heavy, dense energy. And now we get to May. Is like you said it, Linda. Linda's so tapped in, but she doesn't love the astrology side of it, or does not. I shouldn't say love it.
I don't understand it. I just don't.
Whereas
I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong.
You do. No, you do. I said not about pairing. It's just more so, we talk astrology. You're like, yeah, you feel it because you're so tapped into it. But May is a more fluid month, and the next 2 weeks are like this week and next week are like
everything just flows. Just
awesome energy. Like, awesome energy for love, for money, for relationships. This weekend should be
money. Oh no, sorry. Money, relationships. My relationship is pretty good right now. I think it's getting stronger. You're waiting for me to. You're waiting for a bump.
I'm waiting for something for you to say something there.
No. We I tend to have better conversations with my partner over so many different things since we've moved, almost moved out of Taurus. We are having this communication ability now, but the last 2 weeks of April was not very good. That was
Well, Aries, yeah, Mercury is, so Aries has been a strong, it's been in Mercury at the 29th degree, which is pretty fiery communication. But now tomorrow, actually, it's moving into Taurus. So even though, you know, the Taurus energy can be what it is, it's still very grounded communication with the commitment and stability to like solving things together. So, or moving through that energy together. Linda knows the Taurus energy well, and she's always very grounded in her communication. So I think that, you know, we have a lot to look forward to when it comes to, over the next couple of weeks, to continue this energy in such a positive way.
Nice.
I don't know about any of you, but my clients have been a lot healthier and happier in the last couple of weeks, a majority of them. And through these solar flares, there's the positive side of this where people are receiving abundance and opportunity, new jobs. And I'm telling you, I've written down 17 of my clients have either got a raise, won a lottery. Someone won a freaking lottery, and I wish they were my new best friends.
Come on.
$1 million in BC.
Wow.
And
That's
she
huge.
retired.
Wow.
So she's very happy. And I'm gonna, because she said it and I'm gonna say it. She got divorced 4 years ago. So he was naughty to her. So she's like just so happy right now. It's amazing. So I'm really, really happy for her. People got a lot of raises. People got recognized in getting moving in from a general manager role to a director's role. I haven't talked to any CEOs yet, but there's a lot of this going around where it's been more positive. And
well, it's Jupiter and Uranus, right, Jim? Yeah. Is that Jupiter and Uranus, and that's what's being really activated in the next, like, it's continuation. So May 18th and May 23rd is that full moon in Sagittarius. So like, you know, mark those days on your calendar and like, you know, see what happens on those days.
So when we're in Sagittarius, like, is it more, does Sagittarius give us the abundance?
Are you talking about the full moon in Sagittarius?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a pretty sparkly moon, I think, for a lot of people. You know, Sagittarius is that very like, what's the word? You know, it's adventurous, spontaneity. There's a lot of positive energy, I think, that's coming from that. And it's I guess the other transits that are happening with it, it's very uplifting. So it's not going to feel like a typical full moon. I think that's like a little denser, heavier energy. It's going to feel pretty good for most people.
That's awesome. Perfect. I'm going to stop us for 2 seconds because I want to say hi to the crowd here. Hello, Eileen. And she's going to punish me for that. Joe, remember Joe, guys?
Joe?
You know, I don't know that guy. I'm not sure. He says he's going to get a good seat up front. You know, he can shut us down because he has everything right at his.
He's VIP. Yeah.
Joan Funk, how are you? And she saw all the lights from Southern Illinois.
Well,
Jolie, wow, no dairy. I love cheese. Well, Jolie, let me tell you.
You can have goat and sheep. Just don't have cow.
I had sheep cheese white with truffle.
Oh, it's so good.
God, it was good.
So good.
Yep. Let me just see here. Eileen was saying that this is my month and I'm finding it a very heavy emotional month thus far. Now, we can do that, and might do that for us because we're always into major changes on all levels, and we're always trying to be better than who we are. We're always trying to take one step up. We don't want to fall back into our old routines, and maybe that's what's going on for a lot of people.
Well, I would just say, like, make sure you understand your own personal, like your own natal chart, because you could be going through certain transits that are just, you know, pressurizing you a certain way, and it's making you feel different. And I think that's really important to tune into that. There's collective energy and then there's your own, right?
I agree. We have on here, someone says, Carmela Taylor, bonsoir. And she says, I would love a reading. Newly retired and wondering what you see for me please, February 21st, 1965. You can come on live there, Carmela, with us and just send us an email to Jim. Oh, no, what is it? Yeah, jimhuntmarketing@gmail.com. Ask for Paula and she'll put you in the loop. And that'll be fun. Marie de Rochier. I know her daughter. She's very nice. And she has 2 grandchildren that she's been doting over for quite a long time. Petra, how are you? And Jolie. Oh, she did come to the other side.
To the dark side?
Which
No,
side, Jim?
she's very mad because she doesn't think that she can live without Swiss cheese.
I mean, just swap it out for something else. I think like when you notice the difference in your body, you're going to be able to live without it.
I find that
Makes difference.
if you have just straight goat cheese, old cheddar goat cheese, it almost tastes like Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so yummy. I find like you can find a substitute for anything if you're committed to it.
I know.
You know?
So can we talk about like people without the astrology piece, about people who want to manifest things? Just so it's like, so in layman's terms, how would one go about letting it go to the universe and putting it out there? Because we read about manifestations all the time, but what does that mean? So they say, spirit says, or whoever they are, they say that we have the power to create a reality with our thoughts. So to daydream or to put a thought out into the universe is how we create our reality. But people get stuck in their manifestations of whatever they want it to be by waiting for the outcome. So we have to like let it go to the wind, like, and then let it be.
Yeah.
And that's like money for whatever you want it to be. And I know a lot of people are having all those positive, like, businesses coming to them all the way. But then what maybe we could help the people that are stuck, that aren't having all these amazing things happen to them all at once, right?
And it's I've been always having a difficult time manifesting. And Linda, you and I have talked about this on a personal level, beyond some things. And I'm learning every time from you something completely different, or a way to look at it, how to manifest. Because people are manifesting for selfish reasons in some way, right?
Yeah, because you can always say, like, it's this, I would like this, or something better. Like, because we get stuck on things that aren't in our best interest based on our wants and needs. But if you manifest something, or you daydream about, like, what I want, this or something better, and let it go to the wind. We don't need a time. The universe knows better than we do. And just let it go. And if you let it go like that without an expectation, there's no lack. Where everything is energy, we need to let it flow and go, right?
Yeah. And I would say also, I think because we operate as humans with feeling, that if you draw in the feeling of what it would feel like to manifest whatever it is, then you bring it closer to you, because it's more of the energy of it, right? You're vibrating the energy of being a millionaire or whatever it might be. You're actually so much closer to that manifestation, because you can envision what it would feel like, as part of that.
You already have to have it in your scope, like it's already happened. That's the
right,
best
exactly.
way.
Like it has to be like you've already attained it in like energetically, right?
I had these 2 young ladies come to see me, and it's just the cutest story. But they had read all this stuff on manifestation, and they come into they did a joint session in my place of practice, and all of a sudden here they're saying to each other, I am so fucking rich. I am so fucking rich. And they can say it back to each other. And I was dying. And I said, well, that's a really good way to do it, because you're already in the essence of the money. So let it flow.
Right. And like, but what you said, the surrender part is so key, because you can, as soon as you detach yourself from the outcome of it, then you've let it the universe take whatever it needs to draw it into you, right? So you're not controlling the outcome. You're not controlling when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, whatever it might be. You're saying, like, in the highest good for everybody involved.
Because when you start to control it, you're in a lack. Then you're in a lack state. So there you stop the energy flow. So if everything is energy, it has to flow. Like, when we think about money, even, we don't want just enough, we want plenty. And if you start to think, regardless of your present situation, if you think I have plenty, money will come from strange places. But if you worry about money, then you just stop the flow of the energy. Then you become in a lack state. So we always want to be in a positive when you think about whatever it is that you want, this or something better. But it's interesting because people say, well, I did all this stuff and nothing happened. Well, you just stop the flow. It will never happen. So it's
like you said,
and you think about people who are hyper focused, they're the ones who obsess about things. They get everything they want.
That is
because
true.
they focus and focus and focus until they get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's someone in our dark screen that does that quite often. Her name is Paula.
Oh, Paula.
I think
What did I do now?
Very well, Paula, don't you? You manifest good things. We got to manifest health. How do we manifest health? I get asked that all the time. Do we have an idea?
Would you manifest health?
Yep.
My body's healthy. All like I tell my clients, because I have a lot of people with every kind of illness, but regardless of the situation, if you wake up and you say my body's healthy, regardless of the situation, you're putting it out to the universe that your body's in an energetic flow of health. If you start to focus, like that's why I've worked at a cancer hospice, and they talk about like you never attach your name to the disease. So it's not so and so with MS, or it's not so and so with cancer. It's just an affliction that you're going through. But if you start to attach yourself to it, it becomes your persona, and it's very hard to get rid of. So that's
Absolutely.
why
And
when we think about health, like it's mind over matter. Sometimes you'll get a diagnosis and they give you an end time. That's based on a statistic. It doesn't mean it's you. So that's why it's interesting when people don't know, they want to know their prognosis, because if you don't, you're actually a smarter individual, because all you'll focus on that, what the doctor said, right?
I'm going to give you an example. My mother, who was diagnosed with cancer at 24 and was given 6 months to live.
Wow.
And I think it was, I had just turned 5. She stayed cancer-free because that's exactly what she did. She did not accept the type of cancer that she had or what the doctor told her as he was smoking a cigarette in the room, because I'm not mom said, and just saying, this is terminal. You're not going to make it. What a horrible thing for anyone to hear on any level. And my mom said, okay, thank you. And I'll see you in about 20 years and we'll see how we're doing. She lasted 12, an additional 12 years. Wow. And it was amazing. And she was just, she knew how to manifest. She knew how to keep the family together. She knew, she would ask things for us. She would ask for, she had asked for me to have a car so I can go back and forth to work. And all of a sudden, my dad puts a car in the driveway for me. And he had no intent of doing that. Mm-hmm. These are the type of things that my mother would do for all of us. And I tried to learn from that, because I was just like, that's where my blockages had come from. How did that woman do so many great things, It's crazy.
Just in it. But yeah, I have a ton of clients who have been diagnosed in terminal diagnosis, and they're still fine 3, 5, 7, 9 years later. But it's based mind over matter. If you give up, you're done. If you say F it, you're gonna do better.
Not fucking.
And I think that like your environment, like it's one thing when our thoughts are one thing, but you have to really become really clear of the environment and people around you, and like how they see you in your health. It's like we're really influenced energetically by people around us, and we underestimate that sometimes, where they define our health for us or try to keep us in a certain place. And it's, there's a resonance there that we just have to be very aware that the body gets really loud when it's communicating. Mm-hmm. And a diagnosis can be an actual turning point in health, not the actual end of something. And so the organ gets super loud to communicate. And then if you go through the healing process, and especially because there's a metaphysical connection between, with everything, it's an opportunity to transform a lot of the times, but we see it as in something that can't be changed. And there's different circumstances for everybody, but like you said, there's a book called The Biology of Belief, and it's about how strong our thoughts are when it comes to convincing ourselves of change. So there's tremendous power there.
I had a lady with breast cancer, and well, I have quite a few, but this one lady said that's the best thing that ever happened to me because it changed everything. It brought her into a place of self-love, and that's what we're here for. I always come back to the self-love part, but we're here to find love for ourselves. And when you do that, everything works differently.
And I'm not changing the subject, but I need to say something to the people who feel like they're possessed or have poltergeist type things. They need to be able to say, get the hell out of Dodge, leave, you're not welcome, go away. The more that you are persistent about doing that, the more that they go away and the more that they don't stick around. Yes, maybe we do have to clean up the residual, but they're doing the work themselves when they have something so negative or challenging around them. I've learned that through my own experiences, and you have too, I think, in some ways, being possessed as well. I just like I hate counting the times that I've been semi-attacked by those things. Just have to fight them every day.
But sometimes you don't even know. Like, you don't even know. It just changes your personality and you just shift. It's different. Like, it's different for everyone. Some people know, some people don't.
And I don't mind telling people that you took the knife out of my back, which was
today.
What it changed today, you know? And I felt so much relief because of that. And it's just something that you give trust to somebody else to help you. And if you believe that that knife is gone now and it's being removed, I was so much lighter at that. So that was
I don't know explain. Explain it.
I was talking to Jim this morning and I said, like, do you have like pain or pressure in your back? Because it looks like someone, and then it became clear that someone, like, it's almost someone wished ill upon, and it was like a knife in your back and it was twisting very slowly. So it was very sinister kind of knife. So we had to remove it out of the person. So it's interesting. That stuff is fuckery at its finest.
And I started to have full breaths after that. And I'm suffering in between the middle of a cold. And it was just gone. And so it was pretty cool.
Wow.
Eileen wants me to sing happy birthday to her. And I might do that. I might. I'll have to think about that one. We'll do it towards the end of the show because I'll need some harmony.
Okay. I'm in. Miranda's not, but she will be.
I can play the drum, or I mean, I can.
Okay, what else do we got here? Darlene Fry, she said self-love and self-care, which is awesome. Hey, Carlos, how are you? You're still at the bottom of the pond. Yeah, we sometimes are too. There's not. Have you guys got questions so that you can throw them at Paula and then we're gonna just answer them for you? Has anybody got questions? Paula, did you get questions from anyone? As she's reading through it quickly.
Yeah. Well, I think you answered Carmel Taylor's question about what do you see? She's newly retired.
Yeah, I just wanted her to come on here and just.
Yeah, she said she's got a bad internet connection. So.
Does she? Okay, we're not going to say that that's not true. Look,
actually, no. She said she would be good. Okay.
All right.
So I'll send her the link, and so that means we've got like 4 people.
Okay. So
kind of in queue.
Bring one on.
I haven't said anything naughty or bad or teasing Miranda once today.
I'm shocked, actually.
You know, I'm still trying to figure it all out. I did it all before the show. I really
you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you got it a lot before the show. It's true. So you just cleared that out.
But I hadn't seen you in 3 weeks, so I was just trying to.
I know.
You know, and I wonder what people think about us. How often do we see each other in person?
Not often.
And isn't that a bummer? Because we really enjoy our company. And we're all so busy. Well, Linda doesn't like our company, but I mean.
This woman.
That's not true.
I know.
No, it's not true at all. We have great times. But we should go to the haunted pub and have dinner there and maybe do the podcast from there soon, right?
That sounds like a plan.
Yep. We still need to do that. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
It would be cool to do some on the road stuff so we can go to different places and see different spaces and see what's out there.
Hey, Tina, welcome. Tina is a longtime friend of mine. She's on here saying hi. Karen King said she manifested and sold her property yesterday that needed to be gone. Look at that.
Congratulations. I know Karen. That's amazing.
Yes. Oh, everyone noticed that we have blue artwork behind us.
Yeah, that's been noticed before too. It is funny how that is. I wanted to say something for the manifestation too, because we always think that life is this linear route. Sometimes we get like a soul knowingness that something's coming for us. Do you know what I mean? We know you can pick up the feeling, like, you know, something's coming, or you know that it just makes sense that that's going to happen in the future. I think that, you know, maybe that's also part of the manifestation process, is that the closer it gets, the more you can tune into it, and the more, if you're aware, I guess, or you're working on yourself in that way, and you're clearing out the blockages and you're clearing your energy and are conscious of that, the closer you can get to resonating with what's coming. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Oh no, I agree.
What could come.
What could come. And those are good things, right? That's what makes us look forward to doing things ourselves too, because we can do that. That's amazing. So whenever let me just see here. One day, you know, I think that Miranda has to do the opening in the show, and we're going to take a vote on that soon.
I'm happy to do the opening, but you're just so good on it. You're just so good at the opening. Why would I take that from you?
Yeah, why?
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 I just
gotta stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah. You know, there's a client and a friend now. Not even a client. She's just a friend, and she is learning about her intuitive gifts, and she's starting to bring them and manifest them. And I'm helping her move into her own soul and take back the things that belong to her, in the sense that anything that was taken away from her in her youth by other people, she has now left them far behind and left the dust with them. But she had suffered quite a bit of crap, and her husband and everybody else, but she is really becoming one of her own now. And eventually I want to get her on the show, just to listen to how fast she's progressed by herself. Since November of last year, she has just progressed so well, and it's good. So I just wanted to put that out there too. And I'm just talking just because I'm talking.
Do you know what's funny? Like I teach Reiki, and I teach Reiki. That's it. But I find that people, when I first started, people weren't as intuitive, but it's all coming now. Like people are they're opening up their psychic ability at a rate that I've never seen. So whatever was slow before, it's all on. So we all have the ability to tune in. So I just think people are tuning in and using the other 90% of our brain.
And what it is I think that a lot of the intuitives that are waking up, or they're bringing back their abilities, is they're letting go of all the nonsense. Shit. I was trying to be very nice, but it's true.
I'm not trying to be nice.
Getting rid of.
Well, I think a lot of people are waking up to see life in a different way. Like if you can look from the perspective that life is here, and like it's part of the curriculum, Earth School, where you're learning lessons, and then you can welcome the experiences, as opposed to being, you know, always nervous. I fall into this sometimes too, because I just want more peace in my life. But if we can be welcome to the disruptions, or the, you know, different paths that we have to take, then it's kind of like you can look at it from the bird's eye view and go, you know, this is part of the lessons that I have here. And then you kind of can laugh when shit gets really weird, because it's kind of like, okay, didn't expect this, and how do we move through it? And it's like more of a video game, and then you can choose your next adventure, really, right?
And I like the Matrix.
I love that part. And we're learning, all of us I'm still learning to let go of people who have no reason to dislike us, or no reason to be fearful of us. But they have, when people look at intuitive people, it's because of what media has done to us. And everything is dark, everything is dangerous, everything is like, don't call on those spirits, that you're going to be stuck with them for the rest of your life. That's such a small minority of what's out there. We are protected by so many good angelics, your angels, all of those things. They've been here to protect us. We just have to learn to accept them a little bit more and just know that the process is helping us. And we're learning. It's great.
Like we'll learn to the day we die. Like all of us will learn. There's never a day when we don't learn. Like it's never going to end.
It's a constant transformation. Yeah. And if we accept that, then we don't go, we're trying to arrive somewhere. You're trying to grow through it and like also enjoy the journey. Like, and that sounds so cliche, but really, no, that's it. Really.
But you know what? You get people, like I work with a lot of people who are so stuck in controlling the future. They worry to control and it screws them up so much because we will never know. And we have free will, so we have different pathways. But it's like, if you could just like the way we're supposed to be, like who says, but I think present tense, like it's like with the principles of Reiki, when your chakras are in alignment, we don't worry about the past, which you cannot change, and we cannot control the future with worry. So when you're in present tense, all we can control is today. Like you could worry so much about a situation, the next day you get hit by a Mack truck, and it all for naught, right? So it's the hardest thing to do to be in present tense, but it's the healthiest way to be.
Linda, you're so good at that reminder. Like, I'm sorry, Jim, to interrupt you, but no. I can definitely fall into that. I have like very Capricorns, like, you know, Saturn's like structure, what's happening next. I want to know exactly what to expect because that's part of, you know, that I could get really influenced in that area. But the more that I'm flowing with the day, the better it is, because if you get too far ahead, you can also miss the magic. Like you really can miss the magic of the presence of what's occurring.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's what I'm learning every day, and I'm happier every day. I truly am.
You seem happier every day.
Yes.
I can tell.
Thank you. And it's balance, and we need to do that, and we need to keep whoever is in front of us away from us in a way where if you're going to insult me or if you're going to have an opinion about me without me asking, I'm not interested. I just, please go away. If you don't like me, don't follow me. If you don't like this, whatever.
But it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? If somebody likes you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. It's the free country. Like, they can have any opinion they want. It's none of your business.
I have to put up with Miranda on the show, right?
I know. It's so annoying.
I got one in.
Yeah, it's true. You're actually you're in the flow, Jim. You're in the flow tonight.
I'm trying to be. Oh, Paula.
Yes.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Have we got somebody that's ready for a live read? And you're going to keep us online like it's 3 minutes, because, like, you know, Linda will talk for 10. And we've got to break it down a little bit. No, what's that? Oh, right in my third eye.
Didn't you have a little song that you had to play for Jim or something?
Can I do it?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, Linda sends us these things, you know, guys.
I just have to hold it. I just got to get it up.
That's how Linda deals with the present moment so well, is she has these little things that she plays and she laughs. Her laugh is the best, and she giggles, and then she's ready to move on.
My own jokes, because that's
I've got it here.
Hold on.
Oh, you've got it, Paula?
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I think we're gonna have to use that for our theme song or something, I guess.
That's amazing.
I mean, when Linda has that stuff in her back pocket, like, you got to be careful.
But it's good though. It brings
shut up.
Stress. Oh, and
I have a dance to it too, but we'll do that some other day.
Later.
I'm just getting warmed up to sing. I got to sing soon.
Oh yeah.
Paula.
Yes.
We're ready for our first person to do some readings with.
Okay, we'll have Carrie in first, and then Douglas.
Dougie's here?
Yes.
Good old Doug.
He's in the waiting room.
All right, Dougie, get ready.
Here comes Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. We're waiting. I see Carrie with a C, and I always think it's with a K, but that's a guy, Carrie.
It can be. It can be either.
And it
Yeah, can be K or C. Absolutely.
mail with a C. I'll get corrected, and I'm gonna get some hate mail on that one, but that's okay. You know. And Carrie is slowly connecting to the, and she's almost there.
Yeah, first.
You guys look amazing on this thing. Look at this.
Wow.
Oh,
There she
thanks.
is.
Hey, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
And she's still looking at her audio.
Connect to the audio. Yeah.
It's not connected, but she's connected.
She is connected, all
It's
right.
connecting.
Okay.
Look at that big, tall man behind her. Wow.
Excuse me?
Hi, Carrie.
Hello.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Carrie.
Good. How are you guys?
Good, good,
Oh,
good.
pretty good. What are you up to, and what are you looking for in any kind of an answer? You know Linda. I've never met you, and you're kind of cool already.
She's very cool.
That's true.
Do you have a question, Carrie? Or a health question for Miranda, or something for Jim?
I guess health overall, and biggest obstacle is always employment.
What's your birth date, please?
Birthday, February 23rd.
She's
Do you have
cusping.
something with your thyroid?
Yes, I don't have a thyroid.
Okay,
I
so
had
that's what I
cancer.
see first. Okay.
Okay.
I'll let these guys go because you
Have
know
you-
me.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Number
Jim?
one, first off, Carrie, the switch of opportunity for work starts at the beginning of June, like a very good opportunity. What is wrong with you selling a product? What is wrong with you selling something that you love? Is that not part of your personality? Because you can sell snow to an Eskimo if you had to.
I love sales. I just don't have the opportunity for a job with it right now.
Okay. Are you trying to look for that in any way?
Yes.
Okay. We all have business guides. This is this guy. We all have a business guide. And your business guide is telling me right now that a lot of your trigger words that you need to use in your applications are not being seen. So you have to reinvent some of the words that you want to use, or take a look at the type of employment that you want. I see you selling health products, like what do you call those? Like sippy cups for the hospital, or certain sheets, or something interesting in that way. And that's going to be working for you in southwestern Ontario.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
So I'm picking that up quite strongly. And it's not working in the basement of a hospital doing laundry. This is something that you're going to be actually selling. And it's going to be very cool for you. And is there a Teresa around you in passing?
Not that I know of.
Okay, because this Teresa person is right beside you on your left. She's carrying you to make sure that everything will fall into place. I understand with no thyroid because of cancer, it was a pain in your ass and everything was driving you crazy. But now you're starting to have this new sense of confidence that will really pick up with you because of the way that you cusp in between two birth signs. And you're trying to make sure that you are being labeled properly or being heard, because you haven't been heard in a very long time. And all of your angels are just saying, fuck you to everybody else. You are in the front seat and you are going to be driving. And I really see this happening mid-June. So I would really consider having your resume professionally done. I can send you that information, and I bet you your name will be put on the top of each pile. And you're going to be prepared for that.
That would be amazing.
Okay. And that, I think, will really, really work for you. And when we do that, we were talking earlier about manifesting. Because of your birth date and the way that you have a trial here, oh wow. a couple of your past lives, you were put on trial. And one of them was because you were so honest in your job that you were making people look bad in the 40s.
Oops.
So somehow you went missing after doing that, and you came from Chicago.
Oh.
That was one of your last lives that I remembered, that I'm being told about. And within the next 3 months, and going through your form of probation and where your anxiety is going to drop completely, is you might remember the person that you're going to be working with in this environment that was a high school chum or somebody that you got along with, and all of a sudden it's going to be a fantastic meeting between you, because they will be able to help you and mentor you towards your success. That's what I'm picking up quite strongly.
Okay.
You got
Miranda.
So thyroid didn't come up in the cards that I pulled, but what did come up was a lot of digestive stuff. So do you struggle in that area as well in terms of like digestive function and absorption of things?
I had been having issues just about a couple weeks ago for about a month.
Okay. So that in terms of, so you've been having a lot of anxiety in the last little while, or you're coming out of that anxiety, or just like sleepless nights? How's your sleep been?
Well, at my age, I don't think it's good for anybody, but not wonderful.
Okay. And like, has someone been around you that's like been sharp with their words, or like there's been some like cold energy? Like, has that been part of it? Like, it's a male influence that's been sharp in their words or not allowing
Sometimes.
you to. Okay. There's like an impulsiveness around this person as well, or impulsive energy, or it's not consistent. But maybe, so the Queen of Pentacles in reverse as well. So maybe thoughts of like, why is this happening to me all the time? Like, why is this happening to me? And so see, circulation also came up in your cards. So joy needs to be injected back into you. And especially because the thyroid is a place of like repression or expression. So being able to start moving the joy in your life, or circulate joy more so for you in your body, would be really important. But from a nutritional standpoint, more greens. Greens came up, hydration, B vitamins, specifically B7, B5, B6. So B complex, do you take a B complex?
B12.
Okay, so if you take a B12, sometimes it can actually minimize the other greens or greens. B vitamins, it can actually deplete the other B vitamins. So be careful there, just to make sure it's balanced. Vitamin D, like, are you low energy a lot? You like feel sluggish in the day?
A lot of days, yes. I attribute it to stress usually.
Yeah, I would say like your liver, hydration, getting your B vitamins up, really focusing on your gut health. So whatever issue you had, there might be residual. I don't know if it was like a bacteria or whatever it was, but there's residual stuff, like you're not absorbing, I think, the way that you want to, or the way that you need to. And also your electrolyte status. So potassium came up. So just make sure that you're hydrating, not just water, but like making sure you're getting more of the minerals in your diet as well. Have you had any issues with your bladder?
No.
Okay. Okay, good. So just pay attention to that, because that did come up as well. I would just say like probably really important, just as a flush, like getting water filtered through your body more and trying to improve your circulation. But the green leafies will help the minerals be boosted as well.
Perfect.
Lastly, do not take that job at a grocery store.
Okay.
I've just been told, I don't know, it might be an offer or something to that effect. Do not take that job.
Okay, good to know. I do put feelers out everywhere, so you never know where one will come through.
I would not do that. And I would look at the new condos that are going up in your area and start becoming a real estate woman too.
Okay.
I feel like
That
you're
I
going to
have
have a
done
really
before.
good day tomorrow. She's with me tomorrow.
Yes.
I see it in the cards. I see it in the future.
I have white lighted
Very
you.
short future.
Yeah.
I have white lighted you from head to toe. I put a positive energy field directly in to your heart chakra for self-love. And all the past is going to leave you, and especially when Linda's done with you. the lightness that you're going to feel is just going to be phenomenal. And that pain up here is what you got to get rid of, something here. And that will be gone too.
Good, because that is a very bad spot.
Okay. And then I could not, I numbed it, but I can't completely get rid of it. That's
I'll
awesome.
fix her wagon tomorrow.
Good. All right. And we will let you go, and Paula will bring us in with another person. And it was such a pleasure meeting you.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you so much. Have a
Good
good night.
morning.
Good
Bye.
night now.
Bye.
Hey, Miranda,
Yeah.
why is it that B12 will screw up some stuff? I'm kind of curious on that one.
I just find if you take too much of one B, it can deplete the others. It becomes out of balance, right? There's a lot of Bs. And so you just have to be careful if you just focus on one B. Some people need just for a short period of time more B12, but I just see that as a pattern a lot. And I find that like having a B complex is more well-rounded. The Bs are for the brain, right? B vitamins, brain health, energy, metabolism. So I just like when I see multiple Bs come up, it means like,
Yeah.
be careful, be careful.
Be careful. So our next person that's coming on, I know him, so I'm just being quiet, and because he likes to give me shit sometimes too, by the way.
Okay.
He's a nice person. He really is. Oh, and Doug always does that. Okay. And there he is. I'm just gonna say, hey, Douglas, how are you, my man?
I am absolutely terrific. Good to see you. Good to see you, Linda and Miranda. First time I've spoken to both of you. Oh my God, you look gorgeous this evening.
Thank you.
I really do.
We want you on the show more.
All at once. This is amazing. No, this is good look.
Oh, very good. Thank you for that.
Jim's like this.
It's like, oh, that's my hair.
Linda, you've got an enormous smile and it brings joy to everyone. When I see you on camera and you're on whenever I'm at any of these broad podcasts and I see you smile from ear to ear, you just radiate joy and goodness to everyone.
Well,
So
God,
nice
thank you. Thank you very much.
True.
Now, can I start? Because do you have, is your mother passed?
Yes.
Okay, were you close to her?
Not really.
She's behind you. She's pretty stern with not a smiley face, right? Like she was pretty pursed lips.
Scottish, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She has a finger wagger. Like she's a finger wagger, right?
That's entirely possible, yeah.
Yeah, she's like when we cross over, we get to evolve, and I wish she had a tough life, so she wasn't so warm and fuzzy. And I feel like she wishes that she was she had the time to give to you that was more like nurturing.
Yes, that was always a problem, and you're right. It was not a good life. She chose badly early in life, and didn't really make some good choices until later on when she took pretty well control over her own life and went on and was reasonably successful in her latter years, but the first 40 were not good.
No, she feels like she was defeated a lot, like a broken lady. Now, did you just donate some money or did you just like give away money? Or did you have to pay taxes or something? Because I feel like a large sum of money just left you.
Better not. I better check the account. No, as a matter of fact, I got some money back first time from the
Oh,
government.
okay, so it came in, not out. So it's like
it came in, yes.
because you always think it's going out, but if it comes back in, well, God
I
bless.
never trust them. I hate it. Yeah, I always like the money coming in. I hate it going out.
Yeah. Do you have any questions you want to connect with anyone else, or what would you like to know?
I don't really know. I was having a conversation with Jim not so long ago, and we were chatting about a number of things. And I just learned at that point in time that my business partner had passed away 4 years ago. Yeah, and so I thought, my God, I was feeling distraught because I hadn't heard about it from his family. I hadn't heard it from anyone. And, but that's the only thing that's been distressing me. Other than that, life is terrific. If you've got anything you want to tell me, that's perfect.
Do
I'm
you want to
open.
connect with your business partner? Because I
I
can
don't
see
know if
him.
that's possible. Can you? Yeah, his name is Peter.
And how long? So he's been passed for 4 years?
He's passed on May 25th, 2020.
Oh, God bless. So he was like a force of nature. He's much different than your energy. He's more forceful. He would get right in there and he would he would shoot off his mouth. Wait, you're much more tactful in your approach. And he was the opposite. But he got stuff done. He loved him like a family member, I think, at
Yes.
certain point. Like you had times where you were close and times where you weren't. But I feel like he was a good man with good energy. Like it's sad because I think he left the world before his time. He looked younger than he should. I don't know if it was his heart, but I feel heart energy. I don't know what it was, but I feel like he doesn't feel. It feels a heart, like a stabbing in my heart. It feels heart issue.
It's entirely possible that he was 3 years younger than I am. And he would have passed, I believe he was 73 when he passed. So, it was just weird. That's all. He
Yeah.
passed away in Florida.
Yeah, because it just seemed like it was sudden, but he's full of beans, like he's full of energy, that guy. So for him to leave just suddenly, it's so weird because it was so unexpected.
Yeah.
But and do you have problems with one of your teeth? Because your teeth are bugging me. You gotta watch on the right side, or it would be the left, no, the right side. No, I'm backwards. I'm not sure what side, but one of your molars in your teeth is gonna have a problem, and you're gonna say, F you, Linda, but no, there's something going on with your teeth. You just got to be mindful of that.
Really?
Yeah. It might be tomorrow. You might just get a slight toothache. You might have something stuck in your teeth and you might say, oh, that's it. But I'm just giving you a heads up. It's coming.
Okay.
Most likely your tongue is in the way, Doug.
That's not
Pardon
good
me?
news, but it's not the worst thing. It's fine. If that's all you got going, well, God bless. You're good.
Now, I know Miranda might have something to say, but I wanted to, I asked you to come on because you had noticed something about me the time that we talked, and you were giving compliments away, and you don't do that very often, Douglas. And I just wanted you to try and repeat something to my two partners in crime over here and just elaborate a little bit on what you believe they've done.
Okay, and I will be very discreet. I did a reading, as it were, on Jim, and I felt very unprepared to do that, but I felt compelled that I had to do it. And it had been bothering me for quite some time, and I'd made notes on what I wanted to say to him. And the thing that was important was that Jim had gone through a very tough time as a result of it was a misstep on your part, Jim, to have taken that on. And I think you've learned something from it. It wasn't the first time, though. It happened before as well. You didn't learn your lesson. So that was the second time, but it was more serious that time. And what has happened from this is that it affected your health, your mental health, et cetera, but you've recovered, and you've done this through the generosity of some very extraordinary people, and two of whom are with you this evening, your colleagues. Yeah. And the thing that I love about your podcasts and the relationships that you've developed is that you've developed them from a position of strength. You draw on each other's strengths. And so it's very important that you keep that in mind and that you work with your partners, listen to them. Don't just give them lip service. Say, yes, that makes sense.
I want Douglas on the show next time. Thank you. When we have Douglas, like, come on.
I'm leaving the show. Douglas is taking over. Screw you guys.
He's on.
Well, it's fascinating. The dynamics are really, really good. You're all professional at what you're doing. See, the thing is, this is a difficult business for you guys because as you know, a lot of people will draw you in and I call them emotional vampires. They just suck your energy. And so it's very important as professionals doing what you're doing, that you draw on the strengths of each other and that you maintain focus and that you don't fall into the pits of starting to feel sorry or in a sympathy mode. Because you're a professional, you're there for some very professional advice. And that's what they're looking for. So it's, each of you have your own strengths and your own unique attributes, and you bring this to the podcast, you bring it to the relationship that you've got now. I was going to tell you anyway for this evening, I love coming to your broadcasts. I think you've got the act together really well now. It's working very, very nicely. You've established sort of your roles within the triumvirate and the things that you want to accomplish and the things you want to do. The small little things that bother you from time to time, just let them go. They aren't going to bother you all that much. But you're very frank with each other. You're very open. And I think intuitively you all know what each other wants to accomplish and how you want to get it done. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, wow.
Wow, it's amazing.
That was yeah, channeled. Douglas is channeling there, I feel like. Thank you for that. And I would just say, can I tell you what I got in the cards for you, Douglas?
Yes, please. Yeah.
That was just beautifully said. Thank you very much. Like it was, and I feel that way about all of us. And so it's been a nice journey so far, and I know it's going to continue. I would, at the base, I was looking at the base of my cards here, and it's your microbiome. So I think you have some food sensitivities that I think you know about, and I still think you eat certain foods that you know irritate your stomach.
Yes.
But you like them. So,
yeah, I know. I gave up eating them. I know the things that disturb them. I've given up eating them completely now.
Okay, so if you've given up eating them, I still want you to go and replenish your microbiome, because I think there's a bit of an like dysbiosis or something, in the healthy to unhealthy level of bacteria. We want to make sure you balance that out. Have you had any issues with your pancreas or your spleen?
No, I've had issues with my kidney. I understand.
So I would just be careful when that comes up, usually, especially pancreas, digestion again is a big part of it. So do you find things take a long time to digest, or you find is there any digestion?
Digestion is fine. Elimination is fine as well. There aren't any difficulties on that score. The only thing I'm having difficulties with, and I'm setting up an appointment this week, is I've wound up with swollen ankles or down by your feet, and that's disturbing me. I want to know what that's all about.
Okay. Interesting. I did
that goes back to your heart. No,
yeah,
do you have any heart issues?
I don't have any heart issues. I've had bypass, but that was 20 years ago. I feel wonderful. I've never had any pains. I've never had anything.
You got to watch the ankles, but I would make sure you keep an eye on that. And if it continues, I would hit the doctors just for clarity or just for clarity, because it's something you wouldn't want to, because that's like a heart failure sign, and we're not interested in that. So
no,
like edema, it's not good, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that, but it's if you had a heart issue, we'd want to look at that and just not
both ankles?
mess around with it.
It's both ankles?
Both ankles, yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah, I would definitely get that looked at, absolutely. And there's also that came up, calcium, magnesium, the balance between the two in your bones, that also came up as something just to pay attention to. So
I'm taking magnesium tablets.
Okay, so you're taking magnesium, and so in terms of like the calcium in your diet, would you say that you have enough coming in that way as well?
I think so, probably. I take calcium pills as well, supplements.
Okay, so that's where you might want to be careful. The calcium, so that I think this is I think you need to review that. That might be something that also, like the minerals balance in your body. I think that's something to look into. Yeah, I would look into that, because that can also affect circulation in your body as well. So just pay attention to those two things. And the last thing was again, B complex too. So I find most of us, especially if you're on medication or if you drink a lot of caffeine, if you have coffee, B vitamins get moved very fast. And so that's something to also look at that came up.
Could I just say one more thing? Over your head, like in your field, I see a council, like you have a spiritual guide council. You have a beautiful guardian angel behind you, but your council is strong. They have like a marble slab, half bench that's up above you, but I don't know if you connect with your spirit guides, but they're right there.
I don't think I have any connection that I'm aware of, but I do. I was telling Jim about this. I've been having an awful lot of very unusual, I call them prophetic dreams, and they are fascinating. They're cinematic in scope, and the topics range from spiritual things to future events and things of that nature. I had one recently. I told Jim about this. I was reincarnated into a child, and the interesting thing with the dream was amazing. The interesting thing was, here I was as a 6-month-old baby in a crib, and I was looking at my hands. I was absolutely fascinated. But I had the mindset, I was 80 years old in real life, because I retained everything that I've known in my life. I knew that I was reincarnated into a new body, and that I would have to relearn all of the motor skills of being able to speak. So it was both exhilarating and frustrating, because I couldn't communicate with anyone in the room, because everyone's going go go go, it's so cute, and meanwhile I want to go, well, you Christ sakes, I'm an 80-year-old man here, and I can really speak, and I understand, and I can function. It was a very unusual dream.
Wow, fascinating.
We cannot talk anymore, Douglas, because we have to have 2 more people.
I understand,
but we love you. I do.
Come back again, please.
Yes, please.
You see that? Now you're going to take over, Douglas.
I never do that. Never do that.
You're always this door is always open for you, my man.
Thank you so much. You guys have been really nice to me, and I appreciate your comments, especially on the medical side. Generally speaking, I'm always in good shape, but this one has been troubling, and I want to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And your brother's going to be beside you the whole day tomorrow.
Really?
Yep.
Terrific. That's good. Oh, and thanks for cleansing. You did the whole thing on the house?
I did.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Good. It's quieter now?
Yeah, it's sort of.
Okay.
It's been an unusual house, but anyway.
Douglas, thank you again.
Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you. And we'll see you again.
All right. You take care. Bye now. And there we go, girls. Good. Douglas, and Paula is just now ending him. Maybe not. Maybe you're going to be on with the next guest, for Christ's sake.
I think he should stay.
That was amazing.
Isn't he cool?
Yeah, he's absolutely cool.
It's amazing. I know. So we have 2 more, and then we're going to go home.
Okay.
Yep.
Because
We've got Teresa now.
that is okay.
Well, we are home, but go to bed, I guess, Jim, right?
Teresa is like, oh, he's there. Oh, look at that. This is
Teresa.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, that's my Teresa.
your Teresa.
Yeah.
Teresa, what's up behind you in all those colors? That look like Care Bears or something.
They're Kodak Colorkins from the 80s.
What?
I collected them when I collected them when I used to get my film processed, and each one, you had, and I just got I love rainbows, so that's my rainbow collection.
Cool.
It's probably got about 1/4 of an inch of dust on them because they haven't been dusted in years, but
Can't see it from here.
Nope. And they and they're filtered. They're okay.
oh yeah.
Your mama's around you, is that right?
Hmm.
She's just kind of curious as to why you're not moving forward on that next move.
I would like to know that too. I'm planning on it. I have retirement coming up soon,
Okay.
and it's a matter of when. I've just got to figure out dates and stuff, but we have an election in the province coming up soon, so I was thinking of staying for that. But yeah, so I'm hoping,
That's
working
what
on
your mother said, get out of the political crap. You need to just do the thing that you need to do, because she says the next government's never going to listen to you anyway. That was your, she's holding herself like this.
Okay, that sounds like my mother.
I'm just giving you the, she just
Yeah.
like threw it at me like almost right away, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then you're getting a kiss on the forehead by a younger girl, and I don't know who she is.
I've had a few young friends pass away.
That's it's one of your friends.
Debbie or Jill, yeah.
Well, I got Joe.
Jill, yeah.
Jill? I had Joanne, sorry, but if it's that's okay. But you're being protected now, you're being watched out for, and you really need to let go of all the other stuff, especially over the last 18 months. And I'm being told 18 months because it's eating away at you.
Yes.
And kind of forcing things to happen because you're exhausted and you're done with everybody.
She's done with everybody. She's done with everybody.
I couldn't possibly get more signs that there's been so much stress in your body.
Yeah. My husband my husband and my brother, my husband has been off and on. He was in ICU a couple of years ago. He's been battling stuff. And my brother, he lives with me, but he's on a list to go into a home. But my husband has been not well. And then I've had some issues, health issues, because I've had long COVID, and I've had COVID twice, and I just got over a viral and lung infection. So.
Oh, well, that's exactly what I was going to ask you. So lungs came up. Right? So,
absolutely bad.
Also, your blood pressure and is coming up here, kidneys, adrenals, which is all correlated. And then also, stress came up very clearly here.
Oh, yeah.
Cholesterol. How's your cholesterol?
Last time I got it checked, it was okay.
Okay. So just be careful with that, I would say, just as more of like an understanding that just be conscious up as high cholesterol in this one.
Okay.
So do you have problems with your blood pressure from the COVID, the long COVID?
Yeah, I was low blood pressure because I had high, so I'm treating for that. And there's days now that, because I've lost a lot of weight. And I find that sometimes I get really dizzy, and when I get up, I get some stuff. So I think it's my doctor thought it might have been low blood pressure. So.
But there's something here about your kidneys and your adrenal glands. Okay, so they're like this is part of the story. I guess it's like a puzzle here, but had those tested, your kidneys tested for function, or your adrenals?
My GFR, I just had that because I just had some blood work because they thought I had pneumonia, but my GFR was 93%. So it was okay.
Okay, how much protein are you getting in a day? Because at the base of this was proteins. Not a lot, are you?
I don't think so. I don't really eat a lot, believe it or not. I'm not. Yeah.
Okay. So protein and zinc. So your immune system's struggling also because you don't have enough protein in your diet. So what happens is if you don't anchor your blood sugar, especially within that first hour of waking, like it's really hard for stress when you're already stressed and you don't anchor your blood sugar. Everything feels more stress, more heightened. And repair is not going to happen the way you want to, especially when you don't have the building blocks for your cells, which is protein. So just try to make sure that every meal, and if you're not hungry, and I understand under a lot of stress, it's hard for us to get hungry, but even if you can sip on some bone broth or had that smoothie within the first hour of waking, there's so much that can be, given in the day, even a couple eggs, like as a snack in the afternoon. Just try to do that because your body is at a deficit. And that will help support your stress levels, which also will then allow your body to repair, because it's just kind of survival mode, right?
It is. Yeah, I have been fight or flight for
very long time.
But I also think that there's some good things going to happen. Like I see that there's like, I don't know if it's financial or there's something, but there's like multiple financial cards that came up for my other ones. So And there's a celebration card too. So even though you've been going through a lot, it seems like there will be some positive changes. The sun card was at the base, so like happier days ahead, hopefully.
Because it's been not happy.
I know.
I keep seeing a move. Your move is coming, and I see work still in June. And June. Say goodbye. Tap out.
And I'm using June 7th for that date. That's how close that is for me. Okay. And everything will start falling into place. Your brother is going to be at a facility that has a lot of orange on the outside of its walls, like the outside.
Okay.
And it's almost like very soon, like it's there's no more waiting. Okay. And I understand your brother's confused state. Does he know about this?
Yeah, he didn't want to go because he doesn't understand, because he has a lot of sisters that can take care of him, but it's just.
He'll be happy there. I promise you, he'll be happy there.
I think so too.
He will be fine. He'll be good.
I'm worried about him, but I know it's for the best for all of us.
Once the period of adjustment goes the week, he'll be okay. Once he understands, and he a lot of people around, he'll have a fun time there. Don't kid yourself.
Oh yeah, they'll keep him busy, and he loves to talk when he gets the opportunity, right? He has so all of this will make him. People will want to sit around him for his stories. So this is going to be very good for him. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Thank you.
And he will not forget about you guys. And the move, what's the water move?
I live in Victoria, which is near the water. So.
Okay. So all of this is coming very, very quickly, and it's going to be one of the best things for you. Your health is going to change quite drastically after September, October, in the sense that you won't know any of this is happening. And your symptoms are already starting to go away. It's just a matter of you looking at yourself and just saying, screw this, I'm not doing this anymore. And your husband needs a rehaul.
Yeah.
He's not being rude, he's not being ignorant, he's not doing any of that, but he's not giving up either, but he's just saying, I don't know what to do next. And every time you raise your voice to him to get him to do something, and you don't do it very often, he's going to listen.
Okay. I don't like to do that, but yeah, he's having a lot of health issues and mental health and things. So
yes, and he just needs to work on his depression. That's gonna straighten up for him because he took off from what his father had, right? So
yeah. Oh, okay.
Because that's what his dad just said. So I'm just being told that he thanks you very much for taking care of his son.
Do you mean his biological father or his foster? Yeah.
Biological father.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm getting in trouble because we're still. Go ahead, Miranda.
Sorry, I just want to other thing, because your body's going to be in more repair mode when you come out of that survival state. So things as they move, but sulfur-rich foods is something that I want you to keep note of.
Sulfur-rich foods.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and the B, your kidneys need that extra boost.
Well, it's funny because a year and a half ago, my B12 was extremely low, so I was on supplements. My doctor, but then my last reading, it was really high for my B12, so I quit taking the supplements. My doctor said to quit taking them, but it's been a little bit since I've been retested for that. But that's why she said one of the reasons why I was so fatigued.
Yeah, the B vitamins will play a role in that too. Yes.
Thank you.
New running shoes too, I was just told. Don't screw around. You get the right ones this time.
Yeah, I live in Birkenstocks and socks, but I've just started wearing runners more. So then my feet thank me too. So that's funny. Linda always says that too about my shoes. You've said that many times.
Linda's right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Teresa.
Thank you.
Please join us whenever you can.
Okay, take care and thanks everyone. God bless. Thank you.
Bye now.
God bless.
Okay, yeah, bye.
And we're still going to continue talking and seem like we don't know what we're doing, Teresa. So then when I'm almost ready to sing happy birthday soon. And it's really crazy. Paula, what are you doing?
Yes, my birthday's coming up in July. So
All right, well, I'm back in July. I'll sing you happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
I know. One more,
Yep. And this is Linda.
Linda.
Linda's.
I had enough with one Linda. Why am I getting another Linda?
I think this is my Linda too. This is
Yeah.
the Linda I know.
Okay.
I hope so.
Me too.
It's a surprise.
Hi, Linda. Oh,
Well, she hit too many buttons. Linda, don't hit too many buttons. That's crazy. When I made you, I can't even tell us. Oh,
there's Linda.
There's Linda. Crazy. When I made you, I can't even tell us.
Oh,
There's Linda.
Crazy. When I made you, I can't even tell us.
Oh, there's Linda.
When I made you, I can't even tell us.
Oh, there's Linda.
When I made you, I can't even tell us.
Oh, there's Linda.
When I made you, I can't
Hang on.
even tell us. Those are the voices in my head every day. Hi.
That was awful.
You know,
That freaked me out. Okay,
welcome to our world.
myself. Okay, well, hang on. Oh my God, my battery's low. It's like I waited
This is
Forever.
2 weeks, 2 times in.
in. Yeah,
Well, Linda, what is your birth date?
August 31st.
The analytical Virgo, but also empathic. You care
Very.
you over care to a point where it doesn't do you justice, and you lose sleep over people who you've helped and they don't even think of you at all.
Exactly.
And I'm being warned to tell you by your angels, and I don't get messages from angels very often, but your angels are saying to drop everybody that has thrown you under the bus. It's your turn now. There is no longer the conditioning that you've been put through since you were a child to who you are presently today.
Amen.
So if I can suggest something to you as the life coach side of me, you need to put down every trigger for the next 2 weeks that is associated that throws you off. And the trigger could be a smell, a taste, a look that when someone looks at you in such a derogatory way, you just want to rip their faces off. And I don't condone violence, but it pisses you off because they're not giving you the attention that you are looking for, because you're extremely intelligent, but you're also angry at the intelligence because you were always told to dumb yourself down for certain things, and you don't do that anymore. And that's why family and friends are just a little pissed off at you, because you don't have to put up with them anymore. Did I do okay?
Yeah, you know, yeah.
You did okay.
Thank you. Also, you have to smudge that home that you're in. Like,
I've been doing that for about an hour.
okay. So,
But no, 100% the whole house. Trust me, it is heavy in here. Ugh.
you do need to run some salt to the north side of your house. And a nice,
Rub it.
like, no, get a pile of salt, put it into a triangle, and put it to the very true north of your house.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then that is going to actually help get rid of a lot of the entities that are sitting in your washroom, in your laundry room, and downstairs in that funny, weird basement of yours that you're in.
Ew. Okay.
I know.
I'm on it. Salt, triangle, north.
And I will, if you asked to come on, so I'll have your email in there, and I'm going to send you a grounding technique at the same time. tonight.
Oh,
Okay?
thank you.
That will help you a lot. And wow, you have to wait until next February to get it all closed, everything, all done, over and done with. But it's only until February. And then we never look back again.
Like with what's going on?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, fuck, that's too long.
I know, but it's like it's like going away now. It's running away. It's not there as much as it used to be, but you're almost inviting it at times just because it's been there for so long. So your subconscious is not letting it go.
It or yeah,
Them.
okay.
Him. There.
Yes. Linda.
So the Lover's card came up in reverse, so I'm assuming that has to do with
Yeah, she's like,
wasn't this worth the wait?
Wow. Well, you know what? Yeah.
But you're healing. Like I think you're healing though. Like Three of Swords in reverse, you are healing. But it's just like a lot of backwards communication or something. Like things that
and a lot of sage.
Yeah.
And you're mourning and you're also grieving, yeah?
Yes.
Grieving. But there's that devil energy. Oof.
Yeah. 100%.
How's your
very
thyroid?
evil. I have an underactive thyroid, and I was wondering if it was a little low. I have a requisition to
Selenium.
a requisition to get it retested.
Interesting.
So get it retested, and then do you ever eat Brazil nuts?
No.
So just have 3 Brazil nuts a day. It has like a therapeutic dose of selenium. I also am getting too many chemicals and food sensitivities. So I don't know, do you get carb cravings, sugar cravings or carb cravings?
Sugar.
Yeah, okay. So you have to increase your minerals. So normally what happens if we have a lot of sugar cravings, we are deficient in the minerals, we were more acidic. So, or we have candida, but candida didn't come up for you. I think it's more so you crave the sugar and then the sugar depletes your minerals, and then selenium came up with your thyroid. So that's the pairing there. And then you do have food sensitivities. So I do think that your food sensitivities, I don't know if you know what foods bother you, but that would make you more deficient and more craving for the sugar too. So if there's inflammation, that just perpetuates the cycle. But just pay attention to whatever, skincare or laundry detergent, candles, soap, anything like that. I think that's really important. And vitamin C and vitamin D, important. Does anybody have any prostate issues around you?
I see.
Does anybody have? I hope so.
Okay. It came up. So
interesting. Not that I know of.
And do you feel lighter, Linda? Do you feel lighter? Jim just noticed there's some energies around you, and I'm just pulling it off right now.
And better.
I feel like there was something right there.
There's been really, my goodness, really connected to other stuff around me and just paying attention to things. Like I often see numbers, and I'm not like, it's not that 1111. It's like I see numbers regularly. My daughter does too now, just random. Like, and I have learned to stop and take a moment and just say thank you, because obviously something's trying to get my attention maybe, and I don't know what that's all about, but I often see them, and lots of different things have just kind of worked out in my favor. Now that I don't seem to be 100% so focused on making something work that's not working, but
and moving soon.
February?
No, before February.
No.
It's just that everything that wrapped up at the end of February.
Wrapped up is good.
Sorry, just one more thing. I think gluten is a big problem, for you. And I don't know if you drink a lot of caffeine throughout the day, but you do, don't you? And so that's impacting. Okay, be careful. I
Yeah,
think it's impacting
yeah.
your liver, but also toxic people are. So, you know, a little less caffeine, definitely not the toxic people. Iodine came up again. Gluten, don't eat gluten. So yeah, the thyroid needs to be taken care of a little bit more, but when you increase your minerals and you focus on that, then you'll also, you'll feel the difference in those.
I
And
just your ex to be here.
Mhm.
Your daughter needs to
Mhm.
just disconnect or talk to a therapist about him because she can't take this anymore.
Mhm.
She needs to
Mhm.
talk to someone as soon as possible. I don't mean to get into a private thing, but
No.
they're yelling at me to talk to you, and they needed to throw that at you right away. So that ringing that you get in your left ear,
Hmm.
basically your angel's just saying that she just needs to talk. She needs to talk it out so that she can know that she's not the trouble. She's not, she wanted to be a peacemaker and she can't be.
Mhm.
That's true.
And it's hurting her.
Mhm.
Sorry.
true.
I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer here, but
No. She's struggling right now.
it's okay.
I think that she's happy for me that it's
Yeah.
going to be parting, but she
Yeah.
just doesn't want me to be hurting.
Well, I'm trying to remove the hurt because you were not thrown under a bus, none of this stuff that I'm trying to talk about, but you were not prepared for any of this, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just in the last 2 weeks, it's been a big shift that I wasn't prepared for.
I've white lighted
Funny
you.
that Miranda got the devil card for somebody who goes to church.
Yeah.
Huh?
Bible study my ass. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Devil in disguise.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
Also, please be careful with any alcohol consumption right now while you're deficient in minerals. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't drink, so
Okay.
no problem there. Just
Okay.
the caffeine, I guess. But
Okay.
yeah,
I'm
thanks.
not- it's that vibration that I can see. It's just like it's got to be calmer. I would have to like almost a lot of stuff has to be removed out of this home before you move into another home.
Mm.
Mhm. Sorry, for grief, there's a remedy. I don't know if you're on medication. I'm not going to ask you that right now, but so check in it for yourself with your own healthcare provider. But there is a homeopathic remedy for grief, called Ignatia, Ignatia. I think Ignatia. I just spell it. And it is a beautiful homeopathic remedy for grief. So we'll just help your body calibrate vibrationally to changes.
Okay.
If it good muscle test
Yep.
too, if you have.
And good news coming next Thursday.
Yay.
Next Thursday, the winning lotto ticket from the Wednesday.
We'll keep our fingers crossed, Linda. We'll touch base.
You have to stay very positive. I know that we used humor to get through our emotions, and I
Yeah.
get all of that. And I'm trying to remove a lot of that sadness out of your throat chakra and your third eye. And you're loved and you're watched out for, and you're being hugged by this woman. I don't even know who the heck she is. She loves you and she cares for you, but I don't know if she's someone from your past life, but she's very protective of you.
Could be
And
my mom.
could be, but she's very, very protective of you and guards you, like is doing the helicopter thing in a spiritual way. We have to go, young lady.
Yeah. Oh God, way more than I anticipated. And thank you, everybody.
You're very
Glad you
welcome.
got through finally. You were supposed to get through today. God bless.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Great. You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Soon, my friends. God
Thank
bless.
you. Okay. Bye.
I know.
Bye.
And Paula's just looking, going, I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Did you catch my last yawn? Oh no, I forgot that I was yawning again. I was yawning.
Don't do that, because I'll be laughing my head off.
Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday
Jim?
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
It seems like you know, everybody has to yell at you, including your angel team, to really make an impact. So you know, they're yelling at you. We have to yell at you.
There's a lot of
You
people
know,
yelling at me. Julie even
yeah.
yelled. Yeah.
Paula sharing their celebration. That's so smart, Paula.
Yeah.
You see a little celebration.
So
That was for the happy birthday. Woohoo.
That was awesome.
I love you guys. I really, truly do. You're always in my heart. And we will be seeing each other in a couple of weeks, but hopefully we'll be seeing each other before that.
We hope so.
You know, because we do need to get together. And we're saying that live and in person, and we'll take a picture and show it to everyone.
Yeah.
And Paula.
Yes.
Thank you so much for doing this with us again tonight. You're just amazing.
It's always fun.
Miranda, with her health and wisdom, you're just amazing. And again, thank you for being you. We do love you. Linda, thank you for protecting my ass every day.
You're most welcome.
And
it's a tough job, I think, you know. For some more credit.
yes, he deserves everything. We want to thank everyone that came on today, and we want to thank the people, the questions, everything. We are trying to be consistent, are we not? And we were just so busy last week that none of us could do it. It was so crazy. So we want to thank you for putting up with us. We love all of you, and hopefully we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Thank
Good
you.
night. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Bye, Jim.